This man, Andrew Wilson, completely confronts this simp right here because he allows his partner, wife, or fiance to be able to do only F, right? And if you guys don't know what OF is, I don't want to say the name if you don't know about it, but basically, he allows her to use his platform and to exploit herself so that they can have financial gain. And this is actually a very, very sad thing that's happening today in our society. We see many polygamous relationships, we see open relationships, and this is very satanic. And these are things that have to be spoken about, guys, because there has to be awareness about what's going on because this stuff needs to change. It's very, very, very sad and satanic. But go ahead and like the video, subscribe, comment, share, turn on notifications, and we'll go ahead and get into it, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, you're a slave to money, like me.
That's a slave?
Yeah. You're
Having
a slave.
a job?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. I'll have a job.
Yeah.
Shagging.
So wait. I just want you to, just so that we're clear, look directly in that camera and tell 100 million men that they're slaves because they don't let other men their chick for money and instead they have jobs. Go ahead.
Yes. If you want a good lifestyle and you don't let other.
So basically, the simp right there, he's basically saying that you're a slave to money because you won't exploit your wife for money. Bro, having a job does not make you a slave to money, guys. It's just the reality of life.
People like your missus, you're missing out, and you're a slave.
You're missing out. Ladies and gentlemen, you're missing out. If you have one of those stupid jobs where you're supporting your family and you're not letting Chad fuck your chick for cash, you're missing out, ladies and gentlemen.
Andrew! Oh my God!
Yes,
I want to give credit to Bevo. Do you prefer Brandon or
Bevo? We're on the thing, yeah.
You're being a good sport. Andrew's coming at you.
I'm fair with it. Listen,
you're
again,
being a good sport. I appreciate it.
When you first come on, I was bored, with all this God talk, and listen again to everyone here.
Yeah, we need this kind of shit.
I respect your religion, I get it, but I personally, all I care about is money, living life, and making money for my children and my mother and my family, and my wife to be Sophia. So I couldn't give a flying toss about God. Anyway, I could name them all, but yeah, I don't care personally. That's just me.
Wait, question: did you grow up like religious or not religious?
No, East End household. Atheist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, one question for you. I mean, would it be preferable?
Were both your parents in your life by chance?
So yes, No, there wasn't. I'll be honest. So my mum and dad split up when I was about 3-4 years old. I had my stepfather that got married to my mum pretty quickly, and yeah, he's been there ever since. So I've had a dad all the time. Again, I see my dad, but yeah, I've had my stepfather, I'll call him dad as well, because he's been there all the time. And yeah, they've been in a happy marriage of 18 years.
Look, there's nothing wrong.
No, nothing wrong with that.
I'm not knocking you having a strong male role model in your life. What does your stepdad think about other dudes plowing your chick, though? What does he say about that?
Again, he hasn't really said much, but if I showed him my bank balance, he'd be like, go on, son.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. It's a different life we live in now.
Would you tell your kid to let other dudes plow his chick for money?
If you enjoy it and you earn your money, why not? Again, we're different. How old are you, may I ask? Again, I'm not being disrespectful.
I'm 40.
You're 40, so my dad's a little bit older than you. It's a different life we live because what my dad says, he's like, I'm very jealous of the money you make because back in his day, he didn't have access to social media and, do you know what I mean? And he even told me, do it, son. Why not? You're making the money, you're enjoying life. Why not? And again, in 10 years' time, when I settle down with the love of my life to the left of me and have children and I've got all the money in the world, happy days. Why not? Who gives a F? Who cares? Who cares? And God ain't going to be there to save me. God, whatever. I don't care. Money's God to me.
Yeah, I agree. Money's God.
Yeah, money is his God, and that's for sure, guys. Like, if you're willing to exploit your wife for the love of money, that's so sad, guys.
God to you, and you're a slave to that God.
Maybe you're a slave to your
Whereas my God gave me free will. In fact, my God rejects slavery. That is part of the religion, that it must be something which you come to on your own. I am the opposite of a slave. You, on the other hand, are completely and totally enslaved to materialism to the point where you can't see the objectively valuable thing in front of you. Listen, the objectively valuable thing, which is right next to you, is your woman. That is the most objectively valuable thing you'll ever have, and you sell her to other men.
Do I sell you?
For money.
No. She enjoys it, I enjoy it, why not?
Because do you have no sense of pride or dignity?
Pride.
Any sense of virtue at all? Do you have any self-respect at all?
Have respect, yeah, of course you do. And there's boundaries, of course there's boundaries. But again, we live life, we're young.
What are the boundaries? You can only suck a guy's dick on Tuesday? Like, what are the boundaries here?
Touch Fridays.
Friday.
That's crazy.
Wait,
Go on, next.
I got a quick question for you. Like, just curious. I mean, if you could have her stop sleeping with other men, like, would you prefer that over the current status quo? Like, if you're like, and you could keep it open on your end.
No, of course not, because it goes both ways. How
You'd
I look
want
at
it both
No,
ways.
of course, because I have respect for women. Like, if I can't do something, she can't do it. If she can do something, I can do it, you know? So I'm not going to say, yeah, I can sleep with all these birds and you can't sleep with all these men, because it's unfair. So, no, well...
Let's say she was down for that, though. She's like, babe, I don't want to sleep with any other guys.
Notice how she's not even looking at him, guys. I don't even know she respects him. She probably feels ashamed and embarrassed knowing the fact that her body is being sold and used as some sort of property for their financial gain. And guys, that's so sad, because imagine not having your identity in Christ. Your identity is in your God, which is money, and then your identity is in the things of this world. You're willing to exploit your own self for the love of money.
But you can keep sleeping with girls if you want to.
I would be respectful.
So you would just close it off?
Yeah, I'd close it
off.
Yeah, 100%. So I have respect, and you might not think I haven't, but I have. And again, if it's making money and we're having fun, why not? Listen, you get one life. Why are you stressing about God? Come on now. That's just how I act. It is.
Well, I'm not stressing about God. I understand that you are a virtueless, pre-lust-filled individual. I don't care, right? Ultimately, I'm on the show, though, to talk specifically about the paradigm of world.
Grid One Motorsports donated $200. If a man called me a cuck, his teeth would look worse than the limey. I would be working in a BK for Mike Davis before I let man bang my wife. No man will ever be able to ask me how his dyke tastes.
Well, this is the thing, right? It's like,
I can't read it.
this is what we were alluding to earlier. What I'm saying to you is that my job here is specifically to push back against worldviews. I have a worldview, you have a worldview. That's what I'm here to do, is push back on that. You, yourself, being a cuck who lets other dudes stuff your wife on purpose, I'm not here to come in.
Dylan Lolly donated $200. The revaluationary war losers go like this. Cuck 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 cuck.
All I hear is money. That's money. That's all I hear is money. So whatever.
Right, because you're a slave to money.
Yeah,
how can you not say that you're a slave to money? It's the only thing you value. You value money over the virtue of your own woman.
We have just been.
How are you not enslaved to money?
Say that again, sorry.
How are you not enslaved to money if you value it over the virtue of your own woman?
I listen, if you have a 9 till 5, I'm not disrespecting, but I am financially free. I can buy what I want. I can do what I want. When I was working a job for probably conversion to dollars per year, about $600 a week, I was spent 12 hours a day working. I would go home, have a shower, eat my dinner, go to bed, go back to work 6 days a week. That is a slave to someone else, your boss. That is a slave.
That's not enslavement.
It's a slavery. It's slavery.
No, it's not enslavement.
If I can get my cock out and make money, I will.
Offering added value and service to the world, which makes it a better place, the opposite of enslavement. You working a job, providing goods and services to other individuals is something which is highly valuable. I would value that.
Chris donated $200. Andrew, he doesn't let her bang other men. She obviously wears the pants and wants this, and he has to agree with it. Stop pretending like he has a choice. He is weak.
Okay.
He can't defend himself. Cuck.
I love that word. I love it.
Yeah, but anyway, so back to this. There's a lot of value which is being added here. If you have a job, you're providing goods and services that people need. Right? They need those services.
Yeah, I know.
That's important.
I know I need money.
Though, you hang on. You strip all the value off. Your money, the money that you earn is cheap. It's cheap money. It's cheap money and it's valueless. You worship it. And instead, you give the thing that you should value the most, which is your wife, you give her away as a whore to other men.
She's not a
and you
whore.
say, me being a and making money, that's the most important thing. How could a man ever respect somebody who has no virtue like that? How could they do that?
Again, we're young, we're making money, we're living life. And again, when I'm 30 years old and I want to have children and I want to relax it a bit, again, I still do social media, but I won't be as open as we are. We're living cushy, do what we want when we want. And yeah, we settle down then. But who cares? Sex is great, money's great, filming it's great. Why not?
Andrew.
So what happens when you're 40?
I'll be living in my mansion with a nice Ferrari on the drive with my beautiful kids and my beautiful wife. So
I just want to let you know, here's a good piece of wisdom for you that you'll ignore, but I'll give it to you anyway. When people get cheap money, they spend money cheaply. And what ends up happening is it cheapens them, and they end up with no money, and they end up without any of the things which they thought the cheap money was going to bring them. They never end up with those things. Money, which comes easy go or easy come, it's also easy go.
Yeah,
that's why you have what's called the lottery curse. The lottery curse is most people who win the lottery end up broke within just a few years. And the reason is because the money came cheap. Money came cheap, and so it's easy out the window.
And honestly, guys, what he's saying is so true because, like, I know from personal experience, I lost like almost $500,000. I know that sounds crazy. I lost $500,000 at the age of 20 or 19. And again, I earned the money completely legally. I earned it ethically, morally, and all that stuff. So I basically earned my money from trading stuff like stocks and all that stuff. But basically, easy money can go just as easily, guys. The reason why I lost $500,000 wasn't really necessarily because I made an incorrect investment into the stock market. It was more because of unrelated factors in my life. But yeah, if you don't have certain things correct in your life, you can easily just waste money because of things going on. And so I think it's very important to have your foundation in Jesus Christ, because like the book of Proverbs warn us about, money that comes easily can go away just as easily, guys.
You'll never value it nearly as much as you would value the virtue of your woman, but you gave that away.
That's not true. I would say, like, if you have like healthy relationship with your money, your financials most definitely going to grow. Just depends on how you invest in yourself. If you keep spending, if you spend more time spending, then you lose more money. But if you work,
most workers end up broke. Most workers end up broke. Most lottery winners end up broke. They almost always.
Are you a sex worker? If you're not, then
no.
If you're not a sex worker, then you shouldn't have anything to say.
In order to comment on the thing, that's
yeah. If you're not a sex worker or anything like that, or have done anything, you don't have the right to say. Can I screw in a light bulb if I'm not an electrician? That has nothing to compare to like sex work.
That's the same logic. You're saying you can't
that's not the
thing
same logic.
That's not.
That's not the same logic.
Yeah, it is. It's the same logic. The logic is you can't comment on the thing if you're not the thing. I can't comment on prostitution if I'm not a prostitute. I can't screw in a light bulb if I'm not an electrician.
A light bulb is so much different. You can put on a light bulb in 2 seconds. Being like, as a content creator full time, you do that day in, day out like a job. Like how you attend this podcast is different. So you have no idea. You will never know. You will never know until you put yourself in someone's shoes.
I just want to make sure I got this clear.
So your opinion does not matter at the end of the day. We will never take advice from you because you're not a sex worker. If you were a sex worker, then we would take advice from you.
Okay. Do you vote?
Yeah, I vote.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why do you vote? You're not a politician. You'll never understand.
Because I want to choose who to govern.
Oh, right.
The country that I live in?
So wait a second. So you can have a say even though you're not a politician. That's really weird.
It's more the respect of people have fought for the decision for that certain thing, but no one's fought for you to have a decision on sex work.
Yeah, they've been fighting about it for the last 100 years. They've been fighting about the decision on work.
How?
Well, I mean, feminism is part of sexual liberation. Sexual liberation is the promotion also of sex work.
Yeah, but
it's a political agenda.
There's not been wars over sex work. There's been wars over voting. That's the difference.
Oh yeah, where's there ever been a war over voting?
No, someone died over voting.
You don't know, right? You just made it up, right?
No, I learned it in history.
You just think so. It just sounded good, so you just said it, right?
Yeah, but there's wars over religion. I won't get into it, but there's wars over religion, which
there's
I
also
disagree,
war over
which
atheism.
I disagree
you ever
with
heard of communism? That's an atheistic That's an atheistic mode of governance, and what they did was kill all the religious, just so you know. So you act like religion is the only way in which there's going to be war. We have these massive atheistic armies like the communists had, and what they did was put all the religious to the sword. So it's not like your guys' hands are clean.
I'm saying most wars are based on religion. I won't say, again, we're not clean.
No, I wouldn't say most wars are based on religion. I'd say most of them are based on resources, but that's just me.
Okay.
Let's move things on a little bit.
Yeah, guys. So, I mean, Andrew Wilson, he makes some really great points, guys. I mean, it's so sad because this is how our society is kind of degenerating and going backwards. Like, our society values a SEX worker more than they do someone who is a construction worker, someone who's a teacher, someone who's a police officer. How dare you value someone living in sin a lot more than someone who's making a righteous living for their family? And it's so sad because I know from personal experience that people that live in this, people who live in these sinful lifestyles and makes money the wrong way, their money goes away quickly. And it may not look like that at the moment, right? Because they could go 5-10 years making good money like that. What's going to happen at the end of their career? Yep, a lot of them go broke. A lot of them go broke. That's the reality, guys. This is why we need our identity in Jesus Christ, our foundation in Jesus Christ, our fulfillment in Christ alone, because he's the only one that's going to fulfill you. Money can bring temporary happiness, but it will never bring eternal fulfillment because that comes from Jesus Christ alone, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys enjoying my content. Please smash that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. You guys can go ahead and share, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.